Okay, so self-worth, just to give a brief thing about self-worth, it literally affects every aspect of our lives. It is the basis of whether we think we deserve things or we're worth the time or effort that goes into those things. So this is where literally self-worth affects every part of our lives. If we have a low self-worth where we just don't think we're worth things, we don't think we deserve the outcome of things, this really negatively affects our results. It negatively impacts everything. Just from like if you notice, you do diets, you work out, you do all the things, but you just can't seem to lose the weight. Do you think you deserve to lose the weight? Do you think you deserve the body and the health that you're trying to achieve? Right? Same with business. You toil away, you keep trying things, and for some reason, you just can't ever get ahead. Do you think you deserve that kind of success? Do you find yourself really resistant to doing the things or will really get your business ahead? Or, you find yourself almost like self-sabotaging, like, why did I do that? Or why did I say that? Right? Do you think you deserve that, what's on the other side of all that hard work? And similarly with people that, if you just can't find yourself making it to the gym, or you just can't, actually commit, you can't do the things you should be doing. You might not literally think you're worth putting that time into doing that, as well as you don't deserve the outcome of that work. Right? So you see how like literally every aspect, same with relationships. If you don't believe you deserve love, then you're never going to have a functional partnership, marriage, whatever sort of relationship you have, because you don't think you deserve it. So it's always kind of going to be a little bit messy because you're going to self-sabotage. That's you picking fights for no reason. You're subconsciously misinterpreting things to start fights, to nitpick, to find problems, to cause some sort of drama or disruption, to make that relationship less than it could be because you don't deserve it. Right? So it literally affects every aspect of our lives, from just our literal physical, mental well-being, our relationships, our financials, our ability to succeed, like just everything. So if you find yourself struggling any part of this, you have that negative self-talk, like I said, you just can't seem to follow through on things. You have all the knowledge, but you cannot seem to implement it. Things like that, right? These are all signs of lower self-worth. Another big one, which I will work on in my workshop, is like, can you even look at yourself in a mirror? Can you literally just look at yourself? Right? So this is a big one. This is why it's so important to really address any self-worth issues you have, any issues you think, if it's ever popped into your head, and even if it just pops in there just for a second, oh, I might not deserve that. That's signal. That's, that we are trying to tell ourselves something that needs to be addressed. The beautiful part about things like that, though, is when things like that pop into our minds, it's because we're ready to address it. We're ready to push through it and move forward and take care of it. So that is the wonderful part. If you think, oh, why did that pop into my head? Because you're ready. That is such a good sign and such a positive. So yeah, these are things just to keep in mind, things to be aware of. If you notice that negative self-talk, you berate yourself a lot, you think other people are better than you think of yourself as small, all things like this are signs that your self-worth can use a little improvement. And even if you want to improve your self-worth, that doesn't mean you have terrible or super low self-worth. We can all improve. Like, we're all the onions, we're always growing, we all have room for improvement and growth. So just because you want to work on your self-worth doesn't mean yours is necessarily bad. It just means it can still get better, right? So don't even think of that as a bad thing or something. I don't know why we put all these labels on everything. Let's get rid of these. No judgments. It's just we are where we are. This is where we want to be, period. That's as simple as it is. And then, of course, when we get to that point where we have the good self-worth, We actually deserve things. We're worth the effort. We're worth and deserve all these wonderful things. We take the time for the self-care. We take the time to actually take care of ourselves. And whether that's the gym, achieving the diets that follow through, the workouts, we actually follow through and achieve those goals we set out to achieve. And that goes for the business. The business starts succeeding. Finances start working in your favor. The relationships are blooming. Oh, my marriage has never been better, because now you deserve it. You've deserved it all along, but now you know you deserve it, right? So it's that it affects every part of our life. If our self-worth is not quite up to snuff, it's that negative effect. If we have a good self-worth, we respect ourselves, we love ourselves, we treat ourselves really well, then that affects all the other aspects positively, and it shines through.